about the regulations and
Yeah.
strategy and stuff like that.
It's bread. It's rhetoric. Hang on, let me
I know.
stream up. Okay.
I can hear myself. Lovely.
I can't hear anything, but that might just be me.
I'm trying to start my game up, so this will be fun. What can go wrong?
Oh, I can definitely hear. Yeah, no. Yeah. All right. Can everyone just...
What?
Yeah, that's what I nearly did.
I'm not talking. I am.
Bro.
Williams. Williams. I'm not racing. Then take Williams. I don't know, but
I've already invited this guy.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not racing, so if someone needs a seat, it can be Williams. But I don't know how the constructors are looking.
He likes Williams. He's a Williams fan. It's Ferrari.
Can you send me an invite, Indigo?
I've sent you in.
Oh, I've got two.
That's everyone.
Now I have choice who to accept. I accepted Indigo's invites, but I couldn't, and now, alright.
We're missing one person. Yeah. I guess he's got Will. Yeah, he's online. Yay!
Ooh, Indigo knows how to fix something.
Fine. It's gonna be great next season. We got 13. Yeah,
Phone
13.
fine. And what do you know? My mic is working. Let's go. Now,
Let him cook.
to answer the questions, that was screen bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Recommended use a bitrate of 68. Oh, okay, bet.
It's a bit of lag. I had that sometimes, but that will go away in like a minute or so.
No, but the stream is telling me to upgrade my bitrate. I've never had that happen before. 2.6. Okay. You don't gotta tell me twice. If I can use a bigger bitrate, I will. What I've learned is that is very helpful in the long run. So, what did they say? 6800. 6800. Apply. Okay. Bingo. Bingo, bango. Let's get it. I'm so excited, dude. I cannot believe we got everything. Like, in the long run, everything's working. And my webcam is coming in tomorrow. Dude, everything is... This is just beautiful. So, something else while you guys are still here and can hear me. We can do post-race interviews. Like, we can actually do that now. Because I can record the Discord audio. I do want to check... Hold on. I want to see if the game audio is being picked up, though. Let's see. Is it... Yes, it is. Dude, perfect. Perfect. Don't update anything. Stop. Get out. Boom.
Like a real engineer. If it works, don't touch it.
Exactly. YouTube is opening for some reason. Go ahead and close that too. All right. Well,
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's
I'm-
time for Formula One.
I'm very excited. I think this is everyone too. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is everyone. Is Ashley in here? No, he's not.
Yes, I guess.
Ash is the dot.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
yes,
he's
yes.
coming today though.
He
Wait,
is
Ash is
racing. He's in the lobby.
Oh, he's in the lab. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything about anything then. Is Chris in here?
Ash
already?
is the
Yeah,
dot.
he is. Chris is in here already.
Ready up?
I think we just ready up. Is Tearful in here already? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's just ready up. Do not leave the session. Perfection. This is beautiful. This is absolutely
Great
beautiful.
job, guys.
Cinema.
This is a lot
Lovely.
of
Absolute
work in the
cinema.
making.
Ooh,
This
ooh.
is literally what I dreamed this league would become. I have a real mic set up, a commentating team. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, the devil guy isn't in here.
Yeah, he can. Then he joined during qualifying. We already waited 5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I don't even remember what his username is.
Mhm.
You can join during
Similar.
quality.
Oh, it's raining.
No way.
It's raining.
It's pouring raining, actually. That's crazy.
Good luck, everyone, for quality, I guess. It's gonna be a wild qualifying.
Alright. This will be fun. Heavy rain during qualifying.
Yeah.
What can go wrong? Nothing, right?
Wow.
Question is it gonna rain during the race as well?
I'm not sure, but I low-key hope so. Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, that'll be a great finale if it's raining.
So what
Imagine-
do we think? Who will get pole?
Well, Dr. Bod isn't here.
Yeah, so that
So
opens
that
the door for
Gives us
everyone.
one less person.
I mean, to be fair, I would say
I think it's gonna be Ash.
maybe
I think Ash
maybe
is gonna
Ash
get
or
back into the game.
Stakita.
Stack
I
Yeah,
say
too.
Ash or Stakita.
Or Chris. Or don't forget Brian.
Oh yeah, Chris and Brian
Yeah, but-
are definitely more likely.
No, it's not Brian's track overall and in the
Yeah,
weather.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
I
he
don't
doesn't like
think
the
so.
weather. You're right.
I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't have a big problem with it. However, of course, he's driving without line. I just think the other drivers have a big advantage over that.
Absolutely.
As
And
Ash will be the
is
first one out on track.
So we just came off of. We did take not necessarily a short break. We kind of did because we had some internet issues. I still don't know what that was, but to recap, Devil was here last week. He's the one who won. And Dr. Bod got second, which sealed the drivers' championship, or the drivers' championship for Dr. Bod.
This was in Mexico.
This was
Ooh, Ash is sliding through the corners already on his outlap. I think he's just trying to find his braking point and steering point and stuff like that.
So who we're looking at this race
Sure.
is Aiden, Ashley, Stack, and Dwayne. Well, actually, it's really more like Stack, Ashley, Aiden, because they are all in a battle for third place. Brian has second place sealed. There's nothing that can happen that could change that. But third place is still up for grabs. And on top of that, we have 3 teams that can potentially get second place in the standings, being Aston Martin, Alpine, and Williams. Now, I don't think that would affect the points, and since the other Mercedes is not here today, or actually, that document is filling in for Dr. Bod. So there's a chance that Mercedes could still pull away, because Joe Clark isn't here either. Yes, he is.
Yes,
What am I talking
he is.
about? I'm not even looking at the screen.
Both
Anyway.
Aston Martins and both Mercedes are here, and they are in the battle for first in constructors.
So there is
Ash
nothing.
is about to start his lap.
It's time to
Let's
start
ride on
our
board.
first lap. It's Ash, my teammate. Let's see what he can do. Are you gonna talk us through in the go?
I mean, the commentary for the qualifying lap, we just kind of let them do their thing. I mean, I do a little bit here and there, but it's mostly just.
You do?
Yeah. Actually, he's starting to slip a little bit.
Yeah, he's right on the limits.
I know you guys said he was. He's already
Ooh,
invalidated.
that's an invalidation.
Alright, well, that.
Let's go to. Indeed. Dogman. Ooh, that's almost an invalidation there as well.
You might do a couple invalidations with wet weather. There's going to be a problem with the dry, but the wet weather is definitely not going to help at all.
Yeah, Dogman is not. I mean, yeah, he got purple sector 1, of course, but I don't think he has the pace. He's very cautious in the previous corners, so he needs to push through sector 2 and 3 to make up for that.
Oh, and he almost invalidated there too. He's pushing it very, very, very close. I feel like you kind of have to though.
Of course, a lot of things on the line. Constructors isn't decided yet, P3 in the drivers, so yeah, a lot to go for.
Yeah, I mean, Doc is
He's a reserve,
It'll
right?
probably be near the end because they've gone back to. They did
Of course, he
quite well,
wants
though.
to seats.
Oh, we didn't add him as a driver. He's
The wind
he's AI driver at the moment.
The wind got provisional pole with a 28.0.
I think the closest driver behind him is Tearful
Wow.
right now.
Ooh, that's very close between the top two.
And one of them is on the interstate. Very peculiar that he decided to go for that. While everyone's jumping on the right.
Ash went for another push lap. He's very low on battery though. Let's see if he can snatch provisional pole for now.
It looks like Dwight is still holding on to it for the time being.
Purple sector 2 for Ash.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
He
He's gonna
does.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 tenths. 2.5.
In the final corners now.
He got purple sector 2. Very on the limit there.
I think he's
Not
gonna get it.
much battery. Yeah, of course he
That
could not.
25.
2 seconds. By 2 seconds. I did
Just
say he might be the man for pole. I did say.
take a minute at how close the gaps are between some of the drivers. I see half a tenth splitting the top two. Half a tenth, or not, so 1,000 or so English. 100 for third and fourth now. When Chris got to P2, Tearful up into third position for now. Let's see what Reese can do. Of course, he's back. He's on an invalidation. I don't think he can do much.
He was supposed to start. But, battery.
I don't think he will get far on that.
He might be practicing.
As well what RJ says, maybe for practice, but also to get at least one lap in. Because if we look at the time of Nate in P10, yeah, that's not a very great time as well. So maybe he just wants a banker in so he doesn't have that much pressure for his second lap.
And honestly, I wonder if Beaksy is going to have a showing out today. I don't know how he performed on the green yesterday. He is up on his lap time right now. Not in the last couple of times. I feel like Beaksy is one of those fast drivers that just kind of show up out of nowhere. I don't think it's going to be enough to pull. I think it's going to fall into the 6th or 7th. Yeah, he's going to take 8th place after.
Ooh, look at the gap to his teammate.
Oh, and Nathan's in
Ah,
the wall.
invalidation. Nathan in the wall?
I'm not sure what happened to him. driving out of it now. I think Chris is on it. Yeah, he is.
I mean, Nate made a big improvement, like 9 seconds. Not 9 seconds, 9 tenths. No, seconds. Wait, my brain. Yeah.
Game sound
Bob the Builder, let me fix it. Bob the Builder, yes we do.
Okay, how about that? Let me know if that sounds better.
Yep, Chris is on a lap and has been setting purple sectors.
He almost invalidated
Really
earlier.
sector now.
He's in third now.
On the
He
inters.
needs 8 tenths to snatch provisional pole. Let's see if he got that. I don't think,
Yeah.
to be honest, but it looks like the track is getting drier. Of course, a dry line starting to form here and there.
Holy
As he
cow!
did, 9 tenths.
5-10.
What in the world? Also, I think Brian is on a lap right now. Oh no, he's not. He's not using his ERS. I wonder what happened there.
He is.
It says none.
Or maybe he's just doing a
He's on
second
the
warm-up lap. Or
Oh.
maybe
He's
he
on the inters.
he got purple sector 1 though. I think Brian is also just feeling where the grip is, of course. The first time he's on, so the first time he's out.
Reese is coming across the line now. I think he might be looking at a P8 as well. Or a P7, actually. I've been literally wrong with
Oh,
every
that's
single
better.
position I made.
Look at the gap between Reese and Nate there.
Yeah.
Almost half a tenth. Very close gaps between some of the drivers here. From P9 to P7, separating them with half a tenth.
Stack has yet
So,
to set a
up
lap time, by
now.
the way.
If he isn't eating.
Yeah.
Ladies are really struggling with this wet weather at the moment.
Brian
Actually,
is starting his lap
Heads at
now.
Aston Martins.
Just so everyone is aware, this is just a PSA for next season. We're gonna have this in the rules anyway, but we're not allowing anyone to just start the race in an AI. Because if you're in an AI for a certain amount of time, we're just gonna disqualify you. Because it's, I understand if you need to eat or something before the race, that's fine, but we literally race the same time every
Ooh.
week.
Brian is overshooting there.
Silver
He's pushing
jumps.
like a maniac.
Silver jumped all the way up to P7. I don't know if you guys saw that. I do see
I
Brian.
saw
is up by a
something pop
second.
up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, Brian.
About one curb away from binning it entirely.
I think the inters are faster at this point.
I think so too. I think they're starting to create
that was
tracks in the...
Purple sector 1 and 2 for Brian here.
Yeah, I think they're starting to create tracks in the water that's...
A
It's
dry
a
line.
dry line.
dry line, thank you. I don't know why I
Yeah.
couldn't think of what it was called.
No problem.
They're making tracks in the water. Like, look at this guy.
Brian very cautious through the last 2 corners, trying not to invalidate. Not deploying though, maybe we'll go for another lap, but that's P4 for now.
P4.
Yeah,
These Aston Martins have a great chance against these Mercedes.
And I think that's what he's after. I feel like if there was a Mercedes in a better position than him, he would be pushing a lot harder than what he was. But they're both the Mercedes are struggling pretty hard right now, because even that Dockmain who's gonna cross the line soon isn't on a serious lap.
To be fair, I don't think Brian can push way or not that more than he already is, because he is trying everything, almost invalidating in every corner.
Tearful Steel is about to
But-
take pole. Tearful
my
Steel
God.
just took pole with a 124.3.
On the wets as well.
No, it's on Inters.
Oh, inters, my bad.
But still, that just came out of nowhere.
It just shows the track evolution where it's drying up on the dry line.
Yeah, and more drivers
Yeah.
are starting to switch to the inters also. I think everybody is on the inters by this point.
The last
Actually starting
few,
a lap on Inters.
I think the last 3 minutes of qualifying are gonna be chaos because everyone wants to set their lap as late as possible. Because you can definitely see the track is clearing up.
Absolutely.
So this is gonna be chaos near the end.
The entire right side of the ending straight is just basically dry by this point.
Ooh,
Like, you can
Brian
see
jumps to
very-
That
second.
document using a dry setup.
Nathan-
Ash is also 6.5 tenths up on his time, and he invalidates.
Validates.
Oh, that's some commentator's curse there. Still wouldn't have been pole though, provisional pole, but of course, the heavy braking's on, the chicane. You can
Brian-
gain a lot of time there.
Brian is up on his. Oh, well, he was. I was about to say Brian was up on his lap time for a second. That was weird.
Nate is 1.5 seconds up on his lap time.
Aiden is 1.5 seconds up his lap time.
Yeah.
Let's do Nate since Nate's a
Track
little
is
closer.
clearing.
The track is just getting drier and drier.
Let's hope that the actual race isn't going to be as wet as qualifying is, because there's no way they're going
Oh,
to
that would be chaos.
Oh, there's
I
gonna be
would
chaos
love to see that.
that. I know you would
Rajay,
love
can
to
you
see it
tell us
now.
a bit about chaos in Imola? I think you know a lot about that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Last season, eh?
I got a free win there, only because
Yeah,
three
you did.
drivers kept putting each other into the wall.
I had 2 kicks wanting to keep me behind, you know. They were
So it was
sandwiches.
self-defense.
That's what they were doing.
Ooh,
Nathan
Nate
up
is
to P5.
did improve.
Aiden's not
Let's
too
see
far
what
behind
Aiden
him.
can do.
Is he gonna take pole? Oh,
he
my
does.
goodness!
3-6.
The time just keeps getting better and better, and there's still drivers out on the wets too. What
3
is
minutes
Dylan doing?
left. These 3 minutes are going to be crucial.
For everyone,
Lots of people
First of
in the
all-
pit still.
you need to go out on the right exact moment. Start your lap. Don't get impeded by other cars, slower cars. It's gonna be so much chaos.
Something
And
I will... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
something we can't forget is, of course, now a dry line is starting to form, but that also
Absolutely.
means you have a bigger chance of overheating,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's gonna play a factor as well.
It's
There are
visible.
some methods to stop the overheating though,
Yeah, indeed, but
such as just going in the wet parts to the dry line.
Berto, I'm loving your addition to the commentary team, by the way.
no problem. Look at Chris. He's nailing every apex.
Docman
He's half a tenth up. That's purple sector 1 for now.
Docman is up by 2 seconds on his lap time. And
That would be
he
lovely
just-
for him.
I think he just gave up. That looked really weird. I don't know what just happened. Maybe that was lag. Also, something I will give F124 is the rain in this game looks absolutely beautiful. Like coming on the track and off the cars. It looks really, really good.
Ooh, Devil jumps to second on his banker.
Docman goes up to 6. It's going to focus back on Chris for now. I think the kick Sauber looks really, really good in the rain, especially.
Yeah. He's flying though. Number 72.
Barely used any battery as well.
Maybe he
I
was
think they
not
will be
happy
there
with a
for
corner or
early on.
something.
Mhm.
I think we'll save it for now. I think it will go all in now. But anyway,
got
he jumps
second
to
Without
second.
using ERS.
Now
a
the
power
real fun
play.
is gonna start. Purple sector 1 and 2 without using that much ERS. I think Chris will get pole here.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Ooh,
he's
never
invalidated
mind.
it now, so never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I don't
how
think he has
quickly you
time.
can go out the window.
I don't
he
think we'll
might
actually
get another lap in, but Aiden invalidated. Devil up on his time.
Doc isn't doing
Ooh, Ash
Ash.
is a second up.
Yeah.
He needs more though, that would only put him in 6th position. I think he would not be delighted with that. But
Oh,
he
he's
got
up by
purple
2
sector
seconds.
2.2.
He might have it. I was literally getting ready to say I don't know if Ash respectfully has it in him to get pole today.
If he
Ash was
doesn't,
my first pick for pole.
yeah,
That is
me
true.
too. But if he doesn't invalidate through the last 2 corners,
Oh, don't say
he has
that.
it.
Don't say it.
But he got it, nice and tight. Let's see, coming up the line,
He got
it is
pole!
provisional
He
pole,
got
22.5. But
Beautiful.
look at
Do another lap if
Stakita.
he which is not much better.
Stakita on his banker.
Oh,
26.5
Chris is
in the
doing
first
another lap.
sector. That's purple.
Chris is doing another lap.
Oh,
Maybe
Chris
do
got
another lap.
very lucky there.
Joe Clark is. It looks like just about everybody's up on their time right now.
Yeah, it's fair conditions.
And Stack
Chris
is trying
got
to stay
the-
in lap.
Chris got the most optimal conditions right now. He started his lap as late as possible.
Oh, he's
I believe
Already
he
full.
got full ERS. I think
He
Chris is
did
a
have full
good
ARS.
contender
Oh,
for pole
here comes
there.
Yeah,
Brian.
I think so.
I don't think Brian's going to do it. I don't think he's up on his time enough. He's going to put himself in a good
The
position at
thirds.
P3. But
But the times are getting better and better and better, so I don't think he's gonna make the top 5 though.
Nathan P7, Stack crossing the line.
Chris 8-10's up on his
P2.
time.
Stack just took P2.
Ooh.
Sneaking up behind
On his
us.
banker.
What about Dwint? Dwint's going to be crossing the line soon. I don't think Dwint's going to... Yeah, Dwint's not even going to... I don't think he's going to challenge the top 5.
Aiden though. Aiden does not improve. But here comes Chris, 8-10's up. That won't be Paul, but
He's popped into third.
P3.
A good improvement.
So that
my
means
prediction was right.
we predicted right, RJ. Ash got pole position here for the final round of Archie around Imola with a
Season
very
7.
chaotic qualifying.
That was a great qualifying session.
Mm-hmm. We should
Look at
do
the
more wet
times as
qualies.
well.
We should do more wet qualies.
Ash also smashed it. 2/10, 2 seconds. But the kicks are in second and third. I think they will be very delighted with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Aston Martins are in a great position to capitalise on. Try get as many points on Mercedes.
To be fair, I think the big shocker here is the wind all the way down into P10.
Mm-hmm.
I would have at least saw him higher up. Would have loved to see him. But now the question is, will we
gonna win?
get... Indeed, but will it stay dry? I see some very dark clouds over Imola. Hello?
Who?
I don't know what you did, but it sounds horrible.
This sounds different.
How about now?
It's better.
Yeah, I disconnected my microphone on accident. That's what happened.
Oh.
Alright, how about now? Do I
But-
sound better now?
Yeah, it's like the same.
Okay, cool. That's fine. It can be the same, just
How
it's
worse?
not any worse.
It will start dry, that's for sure, but will it start raining near the end? I
look
see
at the
some very
clouds.
dark clouds. Indeed.
Oh boy. Well, if we learn anything about Brian when it comes to dry to wet races, he is very good with strategies. As we have 5 red lights for the finale, and away we go. Ash is going to lead the way, Stack and Chris falling behind him with Aiden, D-Dash, Devils, Tearful, and Joe Clark. How are they going to handle turn 1? Last time we did this, there was mass chaos. The Mercedes died in turn 1 sideways. The kick. I think
Everyone survived?
everyone survives. it.
Everyone survived!
That was beautiful
Everyone survived.
stuff.
But look at Ash, almost already a second gap to second place here.
Mercedes making some.
Yeah, but
Oh, Doc is going for some dives.
The Saubers also switch positions here, but RJ, how are the strategies looking?
let's have a look. They're all on medium, so I can tell you nothing. They're all on the
that's
same
gonna be-
strategy, it would seem.
Go into the TV cam and look at the clouds on the left side of the screen. There's definitely
Yeah,
some
that's
dark clouds
dark.
starting to. Uh oh.
Reese got a penalty for corner cutting. Also, Dwint lost 3 positions here.
And Silver is spun around. I don't know what happened there. I wonder if there was some contact.
I think Dwint and Silver might have been involved in a sort of incident.
Chris is getting a...
As Ash is leading the way. Or lap 2.
Chris is speeding up a lot behind him. I wonder if he's going to try to go for an overtake or if they're just going to work together. Oh, Chris is going to go off the track. How did he not lose anything
look
there?
At Aiden. Chris there.
Oh, he lost a bit of his front wing. I was about to say, he is very lucky. If that was me, I would have DNF'd there, I guarantee you. I would have DNF'd, my car would have flipped upside down, and it would have exploded.
That sucks for him though. Sauber needs those points. He lost 7 positions because of that. But also Devil is closing the gap to the rear wing of Aiden there. They are also gonna drop the train, if it stands like this, over a second to Tearful in 5th position.
There goes Devil
But
going.
Devil made it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Aiden just wanted to get rid of Tearful and the guys behind. But you can see the Aston Martins losing DRS to the cars in front.
And something else I'd like to mention is that now Stack is already a second and a half behind Ash. They're gonna get some of that back in the straight, but Ash is starting to pull away with all this fighting going on behind him.
And Devil got in front as Dogman made an overtake on Joe Clark, and Chris just decided to retire.
He got it.
That's a rage quit for sure.
Was a rage quit.
That's unfortunate. I mean, with his pace, he definitely could have climbed up.
Yeah, and on the 3rd lap of the race, I mean, come on, man.
Indeed, let alone maybe the safety cars that will come.
Right, especially with the potential wet weather.
The wind is struggling though. Look at his gap. I think he might have spun or something. As Pixie and Reese are side by side with each other. Still side by side with each other.
A little switchback from Beaksy. I don't think he's going to be able to hold it on the outside. Oh, he got a penalty for that.
Ooh, a track limit warning for him.
He got pushed a little bit wide by Reese and ended up getting a penalty for it. It's a bit
to be fair, I'm surprised they even survived side by side through there.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure.
If I was in that cockpit, I would have backed out for sure.
I mean, these
but
two
you can see Beaksy again. He just has way more speed than Reese. But Reese is just defending like a lion.
Yeah, and these two aren't dirty drivers either. It's just that's not an easy turn to come out cleanly on, no matter who you are. Does Beaksy? I don't know if Beaksy has it around the outside. No, he doesn't. Uh-oh, they got a little feisty there. Reese pushed him a little bit.
Speaking about Williams, Ash lost 1st position here.
And I think
Devil is driving like a maniac. He's so fast.
And without
got up
any
to Aiden.
How did that happen though? Because if you guys remember, Ash was about a second and a half ahead of everybody. Where did Devil find that time?
I think because Devil of course got past Aiden there on the main straight, and I think he just used that DRS and some of his ERS to get back within that DRS gap of Ash.
Oh, here comes
and now he on Tearful. That's a very
tearful like overtake on Tearful.
Indeed, but here comes Tearful. Speaking of, they are side by side. Tearful is gonna send it for sure.
Is he gonna dive in on the Red Bull?
Of course he does.
It's Tearful.
Or no, I meant the
Indeed.
You know what I mean, the Alpine. I fully expected him to shove it up the inside of.
That was a smart move from Stack there.
Always bet on Tearful sending it.
Well, he's actually driving pretty cleanly right now.
Yeah.
Because
he doesn't have damage yet. Look at Devil.
He dropped Ash.
Here he goes.
Oh my god.
I did say so.
Devil dropped Ash. Tearful with
my.
the 3 seconds.
He's almost up by 2 seconds now. I'm talking about Devil. Goodness gracious. How
Ash
was he
doesn't
that
have the race
fast?
pace.
Oh, and Chris, it just went, or not Chris, Stack just went wide a little bit, and I think Tearful's going to end up getting the position here. There's no amount
Of
of
course,
defending you can
Tearful is
do.
gonna send it.
No amount of defending you can do against
Oh,
Tearful's
that's a little bit of argy-bargy there.
glide. And he's going to get the DRS from it too, and I don't think Stack is. Yeah, or no, he is. Stack is going to get the DRS too, but I think Tearful is just going to be a bit faster. No, he's not.
I think he will stay behind, yeah. Stakita is more of a smart racer, and Tearful just does questionable things. Oh my god, look at Ash.
Okay, what is going on with Devil? Is Ash really struggling, or is Devil just...
Yeah, he is. He also lost his 1.5 seconds towards Aiden. I think maybe Ash forgot to put on his dry
Ash
setup.
says they are glitched in Discord chat. Oh no, that's the win.
Maybe you should send him another invite, Indigo. Or RJ.
I got it.
The win says they are 20 seconds ahead of P2.
I wonder why that happens. It's so weird.
Anyway, the race has kinda settled down now. What lap do you think they will boxing, RJ?
I have no clue whatsoever.
6-lap old mediums for most of the grid. Well, it's going to be all of the grid soon. Silver's already on the hards. With how Ash is driving, he's probably going to pit like lap 13, maybe. And I say the rest of the
13,
grid.
14.
I'd say the rest of the grid follows suit closer to 17 and 18.
Maybe you could try and stay out towards like lap.
Ooh.
Oh, that's Dogman. I saw it happening. He touched some grass. Oh no! Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh! Oh!
And Nathan's.
Dixie
Big
needed
accident
to
with
avoid
Bunker.
that. Or Nate needed to avoid that, and he went into the gravel and spun there. I don't know if you guys saw what happened, but
A piece of it.
Dogman touched some grass on the outside, and that made him spun. And he just stood there on the racing line. A bit awkward there.
You see, guys?
And both of the McLarens got involved. I think Beaksy got his wing damaged, Nate spun.
You see, guys? That's what happens when you touch grass as a gamer. You lose the race.
Yeah, Beaksy is losing his, or Beaksy has lost his left front end plate.
Oh, Tearful!
Oh,
Tearful
crap.
just made a horrendous move. We're
That's
removing
a
that
safety
3
car.
We're removing that 3 second from Ash, by the way. Tearful went for... What the heck is Aiden doing?
Oh, Aiden spun during the safety car.
Oh,
doing
he-
a bit of a Grosjean there.
He has a puncture.
Puncher.
I think it was from
Puncture?
the overtake.
What happened
Rear
then?
left.
Okay, so Tearful did...
So is
Oh.
Joe Clark.
Tearful
So
is
is Joe Clark. Joe Clark got a puncher.
What?
Tearful doesn't have a front wing. Oh, what happened there? I didn't saw
a
it.
result of the debris from the collision between Tearful and Ash. They might have gone over it and received the puncher in turn.
Something that's really cracking me up is that the car's puncture is so bad that sometimes the right tire isn't even spinning.
But you guys saw what happened. What happened there? What did Tearful do?
So Tearful went for a horrid move on the inside coming into the third turn, or the fourth turn. I don't know why he decided to do that.
No, but it was the first. It was first corner.
I think everyone will go onto the hearts.
I mean, there's no reason
was
not to.
Apart from, yeah, Devil
Oh
boxing.
yeah, second, third. It was
Dwint
just
stayed
in
out.
between turn 1 and 2.
Dwint left. He retired on track.
Oh.
Yeah, those are hard for Devil. I think, yeah, the Beaksy needs a new front wing. Tearful needs a new front wing. The cars of Aiden and I believe Stack will also got a puncture. Are happy they can box now.
Yeah.
It's Joe
Joe
Clark
Clark still
and
got that
Aiden.
puncture. Oh, and he spun it with the puncher.
Yeah, him and Aiden have done that like 6 times now. It's
It was going
unfortunate.
so well for the Aston Martin.
As we got a little bit of information from Dogman what happened to him, he did spawn indeed, but for some reason he couldn't move. I think he was a little bit stressed and went into neutral. But that's the reason why he stood there on the racing line.
Oh, Joe Clark's gone again.
The wind
Don't
randomly
leave it, son.
retired.
Yeah, I just
Don't
read
did.
that
leave
too.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in now, but that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah. Game glitches. Oh, quite fun.
Brian,
Joe
for
Clark's
RJ,
finally a typical hits.
can you maybe tell us more about the penalties and warnings we have now? Because I think we have some.
So, Reese had the most. He was on 19 and he served 10 seconds in the pits. I think most of them are mainly just track limits. And I expect more track limit penalties to come, as it's Imola. Imola is the land of track limit. I like to call it that.
Indeed.
Lots
Talking
of
about-
high-speed corners where you can go out wide.
Also, if we're looking at some positions, I see Reese 6 positions up, Beaksy 6 positions up, Devil 5 positions up. Did you guys saw that as well? He was 6.5 seconds clear of of Ash in P2.
Yeah, he was. And keep in mind, Ash also has a 3-second penalty that will be removed at the end of the race. I mean, barring something else happens, obviously. But just the fact that Devil has not only moved up as many positions as he has, but he caught up to Ash, who was ahead by a decent margin, and then took it and ran with it pretty much. I mean, not that Ash isn't a good driver, but it's very interesting that not only Ash is struggling this much, but that Devil has been able to use that to his advantage like he has. He also has the fastest lap of the race right now with a 1:17.128. I meant to look at that earlier. But Ash isn't too
this
far
current
behind
moment-
him.
Look at
At
that
this current
fastest lap
moment.
between those two. I think Devil is just more consistent, or Ash got slightly damaged or something.
I don't know. Ash has been looking rough this entire race pretty much.
I hope he can improve after the safety car.
At the moment, it is still Mercedes winning this Constructors' Championship at this current moment. Joe Clark needs to get back in the groove and, after his unfortunate puncture, get back into the points and overtake the 2 Mercedes front.
Something I noticed as you were talking, RJ, Ash is missing an end plate. He's missing the left end plate on his wing. I don't know how long it's been like that, but more than
Ash is.
likely has an effect. Yeah.
I think that will affect him by some margin indeed. Maybe that's an explanation why he was so slow, but I don't know why he would not change it. I mean, safety car,
Yeah.
free pit stop as well.
I mean, and there's over 20 laps left.
Indeed, so that's a strange one. Anyway, I think we will stay at one more lap.
No, it's in this lap.
In this lap, oh that's very late.
I have
Anyway,
never
Indigo.
seen that message.
Oh, that's
I have
Alright,
never
Indigo,
seen it pop up that late. Wait, Indigo, what?
Indigo gonna
And
talk us through.
Let's go in.
All right, AMS Devil's gonna
Is
lead
that-
us the way through. The Williams of Ash close behind with some in-plate damage. We're still unsure if that has had an effect on his struggles that have been going on. But so far,
Ooh,
they're gonna
look
take the
at
first-
Reese.
They're gonna take the first turn. Okay. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
oh!
What is happening in the back?
Carnage.
The
Oh, I think the Mercedes hit each other.
The Mercedes did hit each other, but the McLarens had a little incident as well. Brian is going to lose 2 positions, maybe 3, depending on how Reese decides to do it. Reese is going to send it up the inside. I don't think he's going to be able to make it stick because Brian has the better exit. But goodness gracious, a little bit of opening struggles from Brian at the beginning of this restart. Tearful was having a very, very tightly contested battle with Ash, and I wonder if maybe Ash could have gotten some of the damage from the collisions with Tearful. That is very possible. But as it stands right now, it's just Devil, Ash, Tearful, Stack, and Beaksy rounding up the top 5. Beaksy sneaking his way into the mix after having a pretty quiet race up to this point. So as it stands right now, we have no information on as to what's going on with the weather. But who do you guys think is going to win this race based on how we look right now?
Devil.
Amos Devils.
I feel like
Devil for like 10 seconds or something.
At this current moment in time. They're all on hard
Although-
tyres, so I can't talk much about the strategy. The Mercedes of Silver has the most worn out hard tyres. I've been on them for 8 laps.
Mm-hmm.
And Silver's now decided to go in the gravel and do a half spin. And is now last.
Tearful is looking for any opportunity to make a dive that he can. Brian is going to lose another position to Beaksy unless Beaksy... I think Beaksy backs off here and plays it safe. It's a smart thing to do. Yeah, he's going to back off, play it safe, let Brian run a little wide, but he's not going to go for any overtakes there. But Tearful, like I said, is hungry for that second place position. This dude does not wait for moves at all. And Ash is already almost 3 seconds behind Devil. I'm telling you, it has to be that wing. I've just never seen a missing inplate to have this much effect on a driver of his caliber.
Yeah, well, the problem is I've heard that Devil has a high downforce setup, so Devil's going to have an advantage in the most sectors anyway.
Right.
Except the straights.
There goes Tearful.
Be a bit weak at.
Look at Devil gapping everyone.
Tearful and Ash have
Oh,
a
Ash is
battle.
going it.
Oh! My goodness.
Oh!
Hopping the curve a little bit, making a tiny bit of contact, not breaking any more of his wing on. Stack almost bended. Getting close to them, and there's a big battle happening behind them
Look
too.
at the cars behind.
Yeah, Beaksy,
Reese
Reese,
went on
and
the
D-Dash.
outside.
Reese, Beaksy side by
Beaksy's got on the
side.
back.
I can't believe they handled that clean. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at
Uh-oh.
Dogman.
Dogman's
Oh,
going
he
to back
backed
out.
out. That's a
Dogman
smart
rally.
move.
Why is this
Oh,
shit?
he got a
Aw.
line.
Cannot go too wide.
He makes the right
That was a
choice.
smart move there.
Makes the
But
right
he got
choice.
punished with a warning.
Exactly. I was literally trying to say that.
Oh!
Here goes Aiden.
Oh, Aiden!
Half spun that duck main as well. No joke,
Oh.
Clubs looking at that duck main, and it's going to go for a move possibly. Next
Can we
one.
also
No, he's
please
playing it
point
safe.
out that of the 12 running drivers at the moment, there are only 2 without penalties.
Mm.
Oh, my lord.
One
This
of
is
them
gonna
being
play a
Brian
huge
and the other
factor.
Silver.
And Brian looking great there, 5th position at the moment.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, Tearful.
Stack is having a
Tearful and
beautiful-
Ash are gonna destroy each other.
This is like a 5-car
Like they
battle.
did in Austria.
Yeah. It's like last season all over again, but just between those 2 guys.
We basically got a
Oh my
5-car
God, look
battle
at the
for second
penalties.
place.
RJ, do you know on how many warnings Brian is? Because
Let's
if he just
have a
can
look.
keep his car pointing in the right direction, I think he will gain a load of positions.
Oh, Reese! Reese just sent it into the back of Brian and almost... I don't know how he didn't spin there.
So Brian is on 2 warnings, so 1 more and he
Oh.
will be getting the penalty.
If he doesn't get that 3rd one, he's gonna gain so many positions. He will finish 2nd, I believe.
He has a lot of laps
mean-
to do so, though. Up, and there goes Tearful.
Oh,
Or
look at
Silver.
Aiden and Reese. Aiden and Reese side. Oh, that's a hit. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was
And Reese
contact.
is going through the gravel.
Tearful.
And that's Tearful.
Tearful spun
gravel.
around also.
Oh.
And did an unsafe
Oh.
rejoin. Goodness gracious.
And now look at Nate. Nate on Joe Clark. Oh
He's
my
gonna
god.
back off.
That's a
think
smart
Tearful
move.
is,
But
though.
what just
Here comes
happened there?
Tearful.
Tearful
Tearful
made
isn't.
no hesitation to make that move.
Ooh, Tearful also. Yeah, he's even more angry than he normally is. And that's gonna result in his driving. Yeah, here.
Tearful does not have wing damage though.
Tearful
He drives
is-
like a real Verstappen. It's I'm ahead of the
Oh!
apex. Oh, drifting.
That heat almost spreading to his tires, seemingly. Oh yeah, he's having some serious issues. I think his tires.
His
have
tires are
overheated.
overheat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
From the
that might
spinning.
open the door for Nathan. AMS
Good
Devil improving on his time yet again. And I'm actually going to
Yeah.
move up to the front of the grid and see what's happening up there. It's Beaksy.
Oh, three-way battle.
I think Beaksy's going to get both of them.
Beaksy with the overspeed.
But no, I don't think anyone's going to touch Devil for the rest of the race. I mean, unless some rain comes or a safety car or something, Devil might just be untouchable. 8 seconds ahead, no clean air in front of him, no traffic in sight.
If these guys want to get close to Devil, they've got to work together and not be fighting so much.
By the way, Beaksy up 10 positions. 10.
My
Even though
goodness.
after that incident with Dogmate. That's crazy. He's driving a pretty damn good race.
And Brian is the only one without a time penalty at the moment.
Yeah,
I think
for
that's
now.
Silver spun.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see what
No.
happened.
That's unfortunate for the Mercedes team now. I don't know what's... If we finish like this, RJ, how would the constructors look like?
It would still go to a Mercedes.
And
The Aston
who will get
Martins have
second?
to gain, at this current moment, second will be Aston Martin.
Unless
Alright.
Joe Clark needs to pick up some slack a little bit, respectfully.
Sakita on Big C, turn 1.
Well, he had that puncher, remember, so he started at the back of the safety car.
Tearful
He
on
was doing
Nathan
quite
though.
well before the puncher. He was in like 6th kind of position.
Tearful
so
flashing his
I think he's
rear
had
wing
a
to
good
Nate.
race.
Uh-oh. Some big mistakes from Ash. Moving slowly in the corners he needs. I think it's just time. He needs to get that front wing fixed. I mean, I get he's in the battle because of his ERS usage and being ERS, DRS, and being able to use the slipstream. But it's catching up to him now because as the tires are wearing, which by the way, I don't know how many laps they've done. They've only done 8, but still. His car is going to be one of the worst on the track with that front wing damage. It's already bad enough he was struggling on fresh tires, but on worn tires, goodness gracious. I don't even
Also-
know what happened.
Tearful is driving like a madman. He was flashing his rear wing towards Nate. He was weaving, I think, only to let him know that, hello Nate, let's work together. And that's strange for Tearful. But he did catch up to Joe Clark at P9 and he's in his DRS.
Stack making the overtaker on the inside of Beaksy. I think Beaksy let him through, and I'm hoping that Ash won't. Yeah, Ash does not want to go for
I've got main and Reese at the moment into turn 1. Oh,
Oh.
and they've had contact.
Ooh,
again.
Oh,
oh,
goodness.
Reese
oh,
is-
Reese!
Reese couldn't get
Oh,
it back
they made
together.
contact. That was almost 3 wides between.
and
Ash retired.
What happened to Ash?
Oh, he spun.
Could this give us the safety car that they need? I don't think it will.
No, that's no. That was. I don't. Did you guys saw what happened
Wait,
with that
no.
threesome? And
Ash quit.
he quit. That's. There has to be a rage quit then.
But
That's
I wonder
Yeah.
why.
unfortunate.
I think the front wing was too much, maybe. I'm not sure.
Or maybe he had a small incident or something.
I'm unsure. That was strange, but
But Also, what happened there with Reese, Joe Clark, and Dogman?
Yeah.
Joe Clark and Reese made contact and almost took out Tearful in the process. Speaking of which, oh my
Oh,
god,
there's a
he's
safety
pushing.
car.
Now
Yes,
they've had a
car.
massive crash. Safety
Oh,
car.
Tearful. He just fully committed to the dive bomb and took not only Dogman but also Joe Clark out in that process.
And
Tearful
Clark
is driving like a maniac.
can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
I just got told my internet cable disconnected, which is nonsense. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
you
on a Discord
left.
call. So if
You
you wouldn't
left.
mind,
Oh, you left.
I think for
Yeah, I'm
safekeeping,
busy.
I'm just going to restart the game, and whenever you guys invite me, I will rejoin.
Alright, yeah, you're
Well, it's
lucky
a
with
great
Cisco.
time to do it because it's a safety car.
No point in even carrying on 9 penalties and no front wing. Yeah, I understand, Ash. I've been there before,
But-
trust me.
RJ, if you were if you were driving this race, you boxed
And
very early on to the hearts, of course.
Mhm.
What would you do with the strategy? Because you can do a lot of things now. You can stay out, go to mediums, or even hards.
I would go onto the medium tyre because the hards will just be a lot slower, and plus you can get into track position. I don't think is too important here. I think that they're all going to be scrapping at the head, and if you're lucky, you might get some free positions with collisions at the front.
And I
So I
think,
believe pitting would have been the best option there, and I think everyone is doing that.
apart from Tearful, or at least he skipped the pit lane the first time, will it do it? He did it
So
twice.
is that dot, mate?
So Dogmate and Tearful are up in the leading positions, but of course with 12 laps old hard tires.
Mhm. That is very true.
I don't think they will get onto it, but of course knowing Tearful, he's gonna do everything in his power to do so. With all risk involved.
Yeah. Look at him snapping his
There we
tail.
go.
Even.
Hello,
the one we
and welcome
both
back.
liked.
It was communicating with services for about 30 minutes. They must have had a great conversation because it let me in.
At least me and RJ also got a great conversations. I don't know if you were able to hear that, but
I did. It's lovely.
yeah.
I appreciate
What
it.
are your thoughts, Indigo?
What are my thoughts on this situation with Tearful or with just the race in
Yeah,
general?
with yeah, in general, what do you think of the race so far?
I think it's been a very, logically, I think it's been a very good race. I think obviously there have been some interesting moments and decisions specifically from Tearful. But, I mean, he's got himself into first place after putting himself in last from a pretty silly collision. But overall, I think it's been a good race. There's been a lot of action, a lot of overtaking, some great fights that have been going on. Beaksy and Reese had a pretty clean fight for the most part. I think it's been a good race.
Yeah, but you can't forget Tearful is in first position right now indeed, but he is on 11 laps old hearts
And Devil,
with 12 laps to go.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And Devil is behind him, who has been dominating the entire race pace-wise. I'm actually going to keep an eye on him as we watch, because I'm feeling like he's probably just going to make the overtake within the first 5 or 6 turns. But it all depends on what kind of launch he gets here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the TV cam. Let's see how they handle this launch.
Tearful knowing he's gonna go very late when he goes. And he did. I'm gonna watch Brian. Still the one without penalties.
Not even
Devil got the
And
jump.
the Devil's already made a move.
Yeah, not even into the first term, Devil immediately makes the jump. And I'm wondering how he's going to handle this
Oh,
battle
Brian.
with Tearful. I see Aiden has made the move on Brian already. Dude, Devil is just
And
flying.
he's already going for P1.
What? Okay, what is going
Yeah.
on? Why is Devil so quick? He's on
Those are
PlayStation.
because
just
he's got, like,
tires.
he's got
The
a high
tires are
downforce
so
setup,
old.
so-
Goodness
Yeah, and MS
gracious.
Devil has a high downforce setup, so he'll be better in the corners, but not as good as in the straights. As you can see, he's using battery, and Tearful's still there. So he's quite bad in the straights, but really good in the corners.
And Tearful is gonna go hard on this one.
Oh yeah, he is giving him zero room for any error. Because if
Oh,
he
and
makes...
there's a Mercedes spun back.
Oh no,
Oh,
Brian!
That's
Brian
what's
too!
Oh, that's not good for his race.
What?
Still the one without penalties. If he could just have kept his head cool. Anyway,
Devil is struggling to get this position back from Tearful. I think he... Oh, they don't have DRS
Like,
yet.
look,
He's not going to get it.
no, next lap.
AMS is struggling right now in the straight line speed.
Struggling so bad that Stack is almost catching up to him. He's trying to use that ERS
Oh,
to get
side
around
by
him,
side.
but no, he's going to back off here. This is an interesting situation. So I think Stack is running. Tearful is most definitely
Oh,
running
switch
a...
back there.
Oh, is he going to get him? No, he's
Absolute
not.
cinema. Oh, he's backing out. He's gonna send it, I have the feeling.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
think this is
he
where
goes.
he goes for it.
But tearful, yeah. Look at
Oh,
him.
what a lovely
Pushing
move
him
from
off.
AMS Devil. And I think Stack is going to pass Tearful too. Now, I don't think
As
Tearful's going
well.
to back off, though, unless Stack blocks him, and he will. Stack is going to block him just enough to push Tearful back, and that's going to round out the top 3 for the time being. So this is just interesting because I believe Stack and Tearful are both using high down or low downforce setups.
Yeah,
That was very interesting
I-
there from Tearful.
I believe.
Yeah, you believe?
I believe Devil's just got a really high downforce setup.
I think
And
Reese
Reese
disqualified.
disqualified.
For too many penalties, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that sucks. He was up very high as well during the race. Aiden also got up to the top 3 now. He's within the 1 second of Tearful and got the DRS.
Reese has been disqualified for received multiple penalties. That's the reason in race
Yeah.
director.
And already, while
Tearful
he's-
is struggling.
and Devil is already starting to build a little bit of a gap. He's still within 5 seconds. Yeah, he's still within 5 seconds, but 500ths. I can't talk. Still within 500ths, but that could change very... I would just let you guys do the commentary. Holy crap.
Oh, what did Tearful let Aiden go through? I've never seen him doing that.
I wonder why, though.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah,
Oh, that was a bad
he just
corner.
wants to, I think...
Oh, the
what
tires.
Tearful's- Yeah, indeed. I think he's just trying to keep DRS and wait until the mediums and his hards balance out, but that just won't happen.
Yeah, I'd say he needs to pit this lap. There's no point in staying
Mm.
out. He's really struggling.
Yeah,
I don't know
but that's
if
the
I
strategy.
would
I would stay out, to be honest. I would commit
I
to
would
the
stay out
strategy.
as well.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what he's done.
You're too far and you're too committed. Get now. Right.
And-
If he pitted now, he'd come out in 9th.
I don't even think he was trying to, but Devil just set the fastest lap of the race a 3rd time.
Ooh, yeah, Tearful really struggling very early on the power. Brian trying all what he can do to get within that second of silver. And I'm a bit shocked that Joe Clark is not recognizing that his teammate is trying to get within their DRS. I mean, Joe Clark also knows they are still fighting for something, the constructors.
Right.
So, if
Why not
I was
slow
Joe
him down?
Clark, indeed, I would slow Silver down and let my teammate go through. Clearly, Brian is the faster driver of those two. So, yeah, I would just try
Oh.
everything I could to help him.
I
He's
think
letting him
that's-
pass.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He just let Silver pass so we can get Brian the DRS back behind. And I think he's just going to get out of his way and let him through when we go on the straight.
I think Brian will do a double overtake here.
Yeah, I think they will do a double overtake. They've made sure that
Yeah,
no
Wow.
DRS and that can easily pass by.
yeah,
That is
Joe
something
Clark
great.
playing the
But
team
Joe
game.
Clark-
That
Oh,
was
no.
a great play.
That was a
I
lovely
think-
play. It's not enough for the constructors' title. They need to be first and second, ideally.
Which I don't think is possible.
possible.
Oh, that's a way
One.
to let him go through. I mean, I thought Joe Clark would let Brian through, but that was a very interesting case to do it.
Yeah, I
Way
definitely
to do
don't
it.
think. I definitely don't think that was his intention. Seems like there's some battling in the front between Stack and Aiden. I didn't see exactly what was happening, but I saw their little bubbles overlapping on the minimap.
And they are the ones fighting for third in the championship, I think,
Right, they are,
in the drive.
and they're both
Aiden
Tearful
leading.
just hanging on there.
they're on contending teams also, because it's second and third in the constructors, but they're also not too far off of each other in the drivers, like you said. So actually, the battle between them has a lot weighing on it, truth be told. But you also got to keep in mind they have penalties on them too. Stack has 6 and Tearful has 9.
I think this was the final time Tearful got DRS from the cars in front.
Yeah, he's falling off bad. Silver's starting to get more pressure from Joe Clark behind. And if things go on the way they are, I think Beaks is going to start getting involved too. Yeah, he's going to get DRS the next time they come through. It's going to be a while before they get there, though. I didn't realize there was only one spot for DRS on this track. Or it's 2, isn't it?
No, one.
Yeah,
A very
still
long one. Yeah. That's also the quite interesting thing about Imola. It's very hilly with a lot of heavy braking points, but also just minor ones. And of course, one very long straight, and that's also the only DRS straight. It's what's this track made quite interesting.
It's a very skill-based track for sure.
Yeah, indeed.
Definitely.
And a lucky
The
one
curves
though.
are high.
Oh my goodness! Look at the run from Joe Clark. I think he's just gonna get his teammate too. Holy cow! Joe had an incredible
Oh my
run just
God.
now, but I don't like that side by side with Brian.
Oh no, he cannot get a warning.
Yeah, I don't like that side, but they're gonna keep. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, a little bit dangerous from Joe Clark, backing off and almost hitting Silver.
Ooh, that was almost a penalty there from Brian. For Brian.
Oh, Brian's
Oh, a little moment.
slowing down as well, giving the position back to
His
Joe
teammate
Clark for some
goes.
reason.
While you guys were saying that, by the way, it looks like Stack has picked up another penalty.
Where would Brian finish if it stands right now like this? That's what I'm wondering.
He's 10 seconds away from the leader, and the leader has 6 seconds worth of penalties. So
He would get
I think he would get third.
second or third.
Third, second, maybe? Second.
I
Yeah,
think,
he got 11 seconds to the leader.
and
He might get second.
his teammate has a
No,
penalty
he's third.
too.
Because he's third. He'd be third. Brian would be third.
Depending on if Silver
my
wants to make his
calculate.
overtake, which I don't think he'll have.
He'd be behind Aiden.
Silver's having a decent race thus far.
7 positions up. That's quite a bit.
Just
Even though if you see that that's not last position, I think he's doing quite good.
I also wanted to mention, because I just noticed this when I looked up, Tearful is still on 19 lap old hards. And I mean, he's not losing or gaining a ton of time, but he's kind of stalemating right now, actually. But I guess that's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, but you also had to keep in mind that Joe Clark and Brian were swapping over and over again in very strange places, so
I wonder if they're going to try to incorporate Silver into the mix and try to work with him as well, since he's been gaining a bit of speed also.
I don't think so, to be honest. I think Brian is fine with working together, and maybe even with Silver, but until like a few more laps. And when I'm looking at the lap counter, we are already in line in lap 29. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it definitely came very quickly. The Aston Martins are in a good position, but they need more.
I don't think they are gonna snatch the constructors here, but I think second is. Oh, that was almost a warning for Brian there. The only thing Brian can do now is just push within the white lines and try to get as close to the leaders with the penalties.
Right.
Oh, we have
I
a yellow.
think Nathan's won.
That's Nate. His race went downhill very badly.
Indeed. So Aiden is. Oh, it's not gonna make a difference. I was about to say Aiden is 6 seconds behind Devil, and Devil is a 6-second penalty. So does Aiden.
Yeah.
Wait, but what does that mean for Brian then?
Brian is still finishing about third.
Yeah, he's 12 seconds behind him. I see Stack has finally made a move on Aiden after a little
I
while
mean,
of silence.
It would be great if those two start fighting with each other. Sakita and Aiden. Brian just needs to stay in front of his teammate and not get him let him overtake him.
And they need Silver to back off too.
That's... Tearful got 6 seconds of warnings in a spare of 1.5 laps time.
Brian is actually
That's
on the border of P3.
He might also get disqualified.
I'm still sticking with Brian behind Joe Clark. It's the closest battle in the moment. At the moment.
And Tearful is just hanging around there, so for hello, I'm also here.
He's a spectator. He's just a really good cameraman.
Oh!
He just took out Brian!
Oh! That's gonna hurt for Brian.
And
I was watching Silver right at that moment. He just missed his breaking point.
I think that's gonna end it for...
You should give the position back.
Yeah, he should.
I think... Yeah, he will for sure, but... That doesn't matter, because Brian was not driving against Silver, he was driving against the time. And that time is gone.
Yeah. And he almost messed him up there, too. Oh my.
Yeah, Brian's very upset by that.
Tearful.
Oh, Tearful's round. Tearful's round.
Oh, ooh.
Position to Joe Clark.
Not really surprised by that, to be honest, but... Looking at his tires and just his aggressiveness, English.
Aggressiveness.
His indeed aggressiveness. That what Indigo said. He's he's gonna let Brian through though. Joe Clark up in fourth position. He will lose that position towards his teammates for sure, but.
Oh, here goes Silver, sending it Tearful style on Tearful. But he's gonna get the move done.
Tearful sent on Tearful. That's quite interesting to see.
Is he Tearful?
Oh, he's gonna do the same.
Okay, no.
Who he was looking for it though.
So Tearful's still trying to show a little bit of life. I was getting ready to say he looked very defeated when Silver made that overtake. He's just struggling on these tires, and
here we go.
Look at
he's gonna send it on Brian.
Look at
for sure he's gonna send it on Brian.
There's no way he does. I don't think so. I think he's a little smarter than that.
I don't think so. Also, Sakita just getting penalty after penalty. I think everyone is starting to get really tired.
For sure. Well, I think Devil just has this race in the bag. Silver making a bit of a mistake back there.
Ooh. Sakita 15 seconds of penalties. And that still won't be enough for Brian to get his position. Oh no, he will get... Brian will get third here, like RJ said. Oh, this was the final lap?
Yeah, Devil just won.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know.
Stack. Okay, actually, I can't even tell you what the standard's going to look like. We're going to have to see him as they cross the finish line.
Stack is going to drop a lot of positions. Same for Tearful, even though he's almost lost. Yeah, that won't help. The last one to cross the finish is Nate. Close behind Dogman, but of course he got 3 more seconds of penalties than Dogman himself.
Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes are constructors, aren't they?
Mercedes are constructors.
That's lovely to see.
Aiden gets
Good
the
for them.
gets the third place.
Those are the
from
results
drivers.
after a very chaotic race.
Driver of the day goes to
Devil.
Silver.
Silver. To be fair, Silver did drive very great. But if I had to pick, I would still choose Devil. Not only because he won, but he won like by a mile. And he made that mile a few times after those safety cars. So indeed, Silver got a lot of positions. But I think personally for me, Devil is driver of the day.
I would agree. A lot of speed, a lot of consistency, and he only really fell behind after the safety cars because it was hard for him to get away from people on the straight lines. But he drove a great race, and he took home fastest lap on top of that.
Brian still third. I mean, if he wouldn't have gotten hit by Silver, it would still have a shot at second place. But yeah, this was it.
There's an absolutely absurd amount of warnings and penalties, which is exactly how the leagues. It's exactly how how season 7 started. So
Apart from Brian,
yeah,
we need to point that out. That's great.
and Dwayne technically.
And that's why he's in third.
Tearful needs to go back to driving school. Quote from Aiden. And to be fair, if I've seen him only this race alone, I agreed with him. The driving Tearful did was just, yeah, you cannot do that, man. It's way too aggressive. It's like Max Verstappen when he would play this game.
Well, I can just do the standings now. I imagine there will be reports and stuff, but what track was it? It was Imola.
And we won't forget this race. We won't forget this one.
That was a good one.
Also, last season, Imola was again a good track. So, I hope we will. I hope we will see this track next season as well.
I agree.
Maybe as a season opener. Just start with the most chaotic race of the season.
Are we doing voting race next season?
I think so. I think it. I liked the weekly voting thing, but I think it might be better to just do a set schedule to avoid confusion.
Yeah, I think we should move back the schedule.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, but
To be
keep
fair-
a voting aspect to it. Keep like voting. I would say.
Well, would anyone like to do some interviews?
Anyone?
I don't know. Let me ask.
Maybe we should. Let's interview Reese.
I don't. You don't need to do those guys. Just let them go to the waiting room if they want.
and-
Devil wants. Devil, the race winner.
AMS Devil, heck of a drive from you, dude. Oh, he's
Silence
muted.
Devil.
Yo,
There he
Now we
is.
can.
What's up, man?
yeah, nice race.
Great drive from you today. We heard that you
Yeah.
had a high downforce setup or low down. No, wait. What am I saying? Which one was it, guys?
Yeah,
It was
high
a
downforce,
high
I believe.
downforce.
Yep, and that is 2 wins in a row, I believe. So Well done.
Yeah, the Mexico race was, yeah, I won there and here, but yeah, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That was great stuff for you, man.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts? Because of course you are way ahead of the rest of the field, and then there came a safety car twice. Or what were your
Yeah,
thoughts on that?
I mean, starter pick six. I messed up really bad the lap. I did a pull up, but it was invalidated, unfortunately. And so yeah, I was third row pick six, and I overtook everyone on the first like 3 or 4 lap, and gained like uh, I don't know. I had 10-second lead, and I was looking pretty good for the rest of the race because I knew the medium tire wasn't my best tire for the race. So yeah, I pushed through it, and then the safety car came, and the hard I knew I could push more than the medium. And yeah, so there I gained like 8 seconds, and then like there 8 second, 8 lap later, another safety car. I don't know why there's so many safety car with 14 people in the lobby, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, another safety car, tearful in the lead. It was I I maintenance Tearful because yeah, Tearful was very aggressive this race.
Mhm.
I heard
Indeed.
even complain.
Yeah.
As he always is. You've joined quite late in the season and have dominated. Are you having plans to join next season and dominate
Yeah,
there too?
yeah, I'm gonna join next season, and I think I'm not gonna dominate like I did these 2 races.
Okay. Well, we'll see you then. Thank you for your time. We'll see you at the start of next season.
Yeah, see you. Thank you.
Oh, but
Bye bye.
Beautiful. That was
Aiden got
beautiful.
seconds, right?
Indeed. I think Tearful said he,
Yes.
or Silver wanted to do an interview as well.
Let's go Aiden first then, because he's in the waiting room,
Oh, okay.
and that's our second.
Oh, they
position
literally
here,
lined up.
Mr. Aiden.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Aiden, how are you
Yeah.
doing, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, doing fine. After that race, I think you had quite a few questionable things with
Oh,
some
it's just
other
a nightmare,
drivers.
isn't it?
Let's just
Mhm.
talk us through your race, please.
I got a couple of penalties early on. Didn't start great. And then obviously getting the puncher from the accident in front of me sent me all the way to the back again. Yeah, and then from there I was just trying to get through as many people as I could, as fast as I could.
Yeah.
And in the championship standings, you have finished third by my calculations. Quick one. How do you feel?
Yeah, not bad for my first season in the league, but you know, looking for more next year.
So you're joining next season?
I believe so.
Beautiful.
Well,
Would
You
love
better
to
do.
have
we'll
you.
see.
We can't go without you, like after you've shown today.
Right.
What were your thoughts on Tearful though? Because I can understand
Wow.
you got quite annoyed by it.
Yeah, what could anyone say about him? Some of the moves were a bit questionable, but I stayed in the race, and that's it.
Alright. Now, it was lovely to have you here with us. See you next
Congratulations.
season.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Then the final podium sister. It's D-Dash Brian
Brian.
himself. How are you doing?
Well, not too great.
Oh,
Yeah. I think you got
We
quite
feel you,
upset there with that incident with Silver.
Yeah, I was really having to control myself when I went past him again. Yeah.
yeah, you were on for about second or third with the no penalties. You got
Yeah.
third in the end. and just missed out the constructors by 9 points from my quick calculations.
Yeah,
So that's P2 in the championship standings and P2 in the constructors as well.
Great job, by the way, not getting any penalties. You're pretty good at that.
You were the only one.
Yeah.
thank you. I was kind of hoping for a late safety car, but
You got 2. But yeah, indeed, after that incident with Silver, it's just unfortunate, you know.
yeah,
But yeah,
Not much
You
you
would-
can do about that.
indeed.
I'm just happy he can't. Yeah, I mean, I was quite upset, but I mean, on the other hand, yeah, I mean, it happens. It was not intentional, so yeah.
Right. Something I did want to ask, though, what was your game plan going into this race? Because, I mean, you knew you weren't going in, or, well, you were going in with your teammate, but we saw some good some teamwork between you two and a little bit of contact early on. But what was your strategy going into this race, do you think?
Yeah, just hoping for a late safety car. Not, I tried to get not any track limit penalties, because I know my pace around this track is not good. So
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring in his teammate as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they did a good teammate thing with Silver, where Joe got behind Silver and they both had DRS on Silver and got past Silver, and that was quite good teamwork from both of you.
Absolutely.
And also only finished 1 position behind Brian in 4th position. It's Joe Clark. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good, thank you. Not a bad result. Tricky race, obviously. Penalties everywhere, but there you go.
And about qualifying, because you were flying.
It was alright. Weirdly, following on from Austria, I seemed to be pretty good in the wet. I didn't think I was, but obviously I actually think I'm more competitive with the fast guys in the wet than I am the dry. So it was also about being on track at the right time, to be fair, because the track was just getting better and better. And halfway through qualifying, I thought I'd actually bottled it, didn't put enough fuel in, went out, done essentially an out lap on a set of tyres, went straight back in for fuel, and then done 2 warm-ups and then done my last flyer. So it worked out okay, but it was just about being in the right place, right time.
Definitely. Were there any
Indeed.
particular incidents that stood out for you? Because I noticed you did have that puncture on the later side of the race.
I don't know if that was actually on the VOD, but the puncture was causing me stress as I was coming into the bits. Honestly, I could not keep it alive. Yeah, I think Aiden said in our Discord that it was Tearful that caused the debris, and Aiden got a puncture, then I got a puncture, and then at that point, me and him are literally the last 2 at the safety car restart, and end up with a P2 and a P4 respectively. So it could all change, but it was carnage. And from what the Discord's been reading, Tearful's getting an earful. So
yeah. So about that. So essentially what happened was it looked like Aiden was trying to close up the outside, and as he was closing it, Tearful tried to like stick it in there just to get a little bit of, just to go for that extra, you know how he is, you know, he likes to be aggressive. And he also gave Aiden a puncture in the mix of that. So how do you think that puncture affected where you ended up finishing in the race?
Because obviously the safety car coming out as well, it wasn't too bad. I think I was running P6 at the time. So it obviously put me at the back of the train then, but I lucked out with the second safety car literally coming around the last corner as it comes out. I was the first one in. So rough with the smooth a little bit. It happens, do you know what I mean? Some people get lucky with the safety car, some people don't. It coming out then massively helped me. There was a few other incidents that I managed to dodge. There was one at the bottom of Aqua Millerane where there was like a 3-car pile-up on the corner. And again, me and Aiden were basically tail by tail following at that point, and we both just managed to get round it, and I went from running P9 to P5.
Right.
And so yeah, didn't affect me too much. It was, but lucked out on other bits of the race. So.
Alright, was lovely to have you, both of you. Would you like something else to say going into next season, of course? What are your thoughts? What do you hope for?
For me, just thanks for organising it. I know it's pretty difficult with some of the people that are in this Discord at times when they know what time you race and everything. But thank you for what you guys do, and look forward to next year. And well done to Brian as well.
We're looking
Yeah.
forward to having
Ryan,
you both back
what do you
next
think?
season.
I was very happy to see us fight so much for the Constructors Championship, because when I saw you, Brodo, and Ash in the Williams, I did not expect it.
I can understand that. Oh well, things goes as they goes. Anyway, both of you, thanks you were able to join us here, and see you next season.
Yep.
Yeah, no
See
problem.
you
Thank you very
next
much.
season.
Thank you.
All right,
Yep.
bye bye.
Goodbye.
Lovely, lovely.
Let's bring in the 5th position
The
then,
Constructors
Stakita.
champion? Or Stakita, okay.
Mr. Stakita, welcome. Your home GP. What were your
Hi.
thoughts on the race? Hello. It was your home GP, of course. You did well. Had a few incidents. Finished second on track, I believe. Unfortunately, of the penalties. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Imola is still a good track. I got like 9 secs in the last 6 laps.
You saw that.
That's pretty bad because I have 3 leagues today. I don't practice, so it
Uh-oh.
was a pretty bad start. Then it was good race, like in the second half when we put hard zone. Uh, the season started good, but then was pretty bad.
Well, you
Alright.
had 2 wins earlier in the season. Hopefully, you can continue that next season. Are you going to be here next season?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, well, we'll hope we see you there.
The only thing is I did in 8 races all the quali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Viva Benito, viva il Duce, viva il Domoro.
Alright, thank you for being with us tonight. And yeah, maybe we will see you next season.
I hope so.
Alright, bye bye.
Ciao.
Now it's time for not only the Constructors winner, but also P6 in the race.
Uh-oh.
Did they just leave straight away?
Then it's Doc Main, the other reserve Mercedes today.
Mhm.
How are you going, mate?
Hello, how
How
are
are
you?
you doing?
Pretty good,
Yeah,
you?
doing fine. Yeah, fine, thanks. Of course, it was maybe an easy race for you, but you also had some tough moments. Of course, you touched the grass there.
Oh, yeah,
early
that was-
on, and took out 2 McLarens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What
that was
are your thoughts on the race?
I was pushing to fight the Austin Martin, and I hit the grass and spun, and I seen the one McLaren go for the outside, and then the one was trying to stay on the inside, so I just kind of stayed put. And then by the time I wanted to start moving, it was honestly just it was messed. I didn't know what to do, so I just stood and hoped that they wouldn't hit me.
Yeah.
Of course, apologize to them. I obviously didn't want that to happen, but in the end, it ended up being an okay race for me. Definitely a couple tough moments, but
Yeah.
glad
P9.
Mercedes.
You had a pretty good drive.
I mean, indeed, and still P9, still 9 points, and you managed to keep your qualifying position. Speaking of which, how did you go through with the wet weather?
I honestly expected to struggle because I do like a lot of oversteer.
Mhm.
So, with the dry setup in the wet for the race, I had a lot of oversteer, so it was really tough to get through. But I ended up, pinching it with P9, which was okay for me. It was definitely a struggle. I was having a really hard time.
Yeah. Can understand that.
And your Your reserve role has today gotten Mercedes the championship. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, I feel great. I was glad to help them clinch it. Filling in for Dr. Bod also was a little bit of pressure for sure.
Some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, it was definitely some big shoes to fill, but I hope he was all right with the drive I ended up doing. I did my best for sure.
Right, and I think that you handled it well for for the predicament that you were being tossed into.
Yeah, for sure. I was definitely I was definitely just trying to do my best and just end up in the points. Like I really was just hoping. I was hoping to be in front of the Aston Martins, but not everything goes your way. It's racing,
Right.
so.
And next season, do you hope to get a full-time race seat next season?
Oh, absolutely. I would love a full-time seat. That's why, like, every time I was reserving, I was just trying to prove that I'm consistent, and I hope I did that. I think it was pretty good. Baku, I got 5th. Imola 9th, and then I also raced. Where was the other track? The track before Imola
Mexico.
was... Yeah, Mexico. That was a tough race too. That was a hard one. I think I ended up like 7th or something. So I was in the points. All the races I've driven so far. So yeah, I hope for a permanent seat. That'd be awesome.
Right.
All right.
Well, we'll see you next season. Thank you for racing today.
Thank you.
Indeed.
I love the opportunity.
No problem. Cheers. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
And now it's time for the other Mercedes. Let's feast. That's unfortunate.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, what's going on with
I don't think
It's
so.
happened like twice.
Yeah.
That's quite strange.
Shall we
I
interview Reese?
Yeah,
The Pond didn't
Did-
race today, did he?
No, he didn't.
he didn't. The only one who got disqualified, it's Reese filling out for in my seat.
Yo, what are you saying?
That is a crazy way to start the interview.
Actually. How did you go?
I didn't.
Don't have permission. Let me check the interview channel. Really quick.
No.
Yeah, it didn't go particularly well.
Yeah.
You know,
You got disqualified.
I got
32 seconds of
disqualified.
penalties.
Too many penalties. I was like a nanometer over the line every time as well. Apart from the times I got like forced off. I got rammed up the arse once. Straight over turn one. But of course I got the penalty for it. I got one for illegal overtake over DeWint, but like he wasn't even there, so I couldn't even give it back, and I just lost all my time to Nathan, and then the whole thing with Beaksy started. And to be honest, both of us were driving pretty shit. Although I think he was driving worse. You know. But I would say
you're
that,
entitled
I'm-
to your opinion.
Exactly. There should be tiers next season. There should be tiers next season.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
we're
think
looking
so?
to that.
Yeah.
Because, well, if we can get more people in, then there should be tiers, because the people up top are way too fast, and the people down
Yeah,
low,
it's
I don't know, it's
also-
ridiculous.
We also don't want to
difference-
race with like
But
5
there's-
people a race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is where the issue comes in. So if that can be sorted, then leagues would be good. No, tiers would be good. But I don't know.
Yeah, we've been consistent.
Oh, and I think the track limits are stupid.
Alright.
Maybe especially around here.
Yeah, of course. Imola
Maybe
Hartford
it's a
on the
tough
track
track.
limit.
Maybe it's just Imola, you know? Like, I'm so close to the curbs on all of the corners at Imola. Most other tracks I'm not.
Yeah. Anyway, I have no more questions. RJ, Indigo.
No, have no questions. Oh, will we see you next season? That's too bad.
Hopefully.
And
Mhm.
more
Oh,
than
we
one
hope to
race.
see you too.
More than one race.
Yeah,
alright.
Yeah. Maybe half of them.
I did have one question, because you had, obviously,
yeah.
obviously this wasn't within your control, but you did miss like literally 90% of the season. You know, I just wanted to know what it was like to just jump back into everything after being gone for so long. Like,
Ooh,
did you feel comfortable?
It was a lot. No, it was exactly how I remember. Like, of course, I came along every now and then to sit in the VC and observe. So I wasn't completely out of how the atmosphere was, although jumping in and it being Imola was not fun
Right.
because I don't particularly like Imola. Well, I do, but it's very on the edge, and with all the people driving in such different styles, with some interesting interpretations of the rules, it was a lot, you know. But you just got to deal with it.
Right.
I mean, what was I going to do? Just be pitied?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get used to driving with some of the other people.
Yeah, because I just
Once you
haven't driven
race
for
more.
6 months, and
Mhm.
I haven't even driven with people for 6 months.
Mhm.
So it's like extra, and there's so many more people than there was last time.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's so
Indeed.
many fast people. There's so many people saying like 113s, like low 113s as well, and I'm
Yeah.
here in the high 114s.
The competition has definitely
yeah,
gotten
before I go-
significantly better.
Yeah. Before I go, one request. Me and Silver at Ferrari next season. What? Who said that? Who said that? Okay, I'm going now.
All right.
Right.
Have a nice
Goodbye.
evening.
Have a nice evening.
Thanks
In a
for
bit.
joining us, Reese.
All right. Final try,
Funny.
and now he stays.
Hey.
What do you
It's
know?
Inigo.
What's up,
I
Silver?
went on mobile. I went on mobile and it started working. So
There you go.
we're back.
Congratulations on the Constructors Championship.
2 times.
Yeah,
2
Silver.
times.
I actually wanted to lead off with a question here. You've been in this league for quite a while, and I believe this is your first time winning a championship, right? Second time?
Second.
Time.
This is your second time winning Constructors Championship, both times with Mercedes. How does it feel?
All right, I guess. It wasn't my best season. The last one felt better. It felt more deserved because this season I got carried. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But even
Dr.
then,
Ball is a great driver.
I mean, it feels good to win it, but I kind of need a change of scenery, if you know what I mean.
but
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so you definitely had some some severe struggles early on in the season. But I feel like
Definitely.
towards the middle and coming to the ending now, I feel like you started to clean things up. And I know you weren't getting the results that you wanted, but I still feel like you started to look better as the season went on.
Yeah, I just kind of got unlucky with crashes. It just kept happening. Like
Yeah.
last season, it happened, and it just carried on over to this season. And
You and
it
brother
was a tough
had
one. But
very similar luck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Proto
just a
was
second ago
a
we
lot
had
quicker.
just a second ago we had Reeson in here, and he suggested that you two should be in Ferrari next season. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we actually want to be teammates this season, and this is no disrespect to Dr. Bod because he's an amazing teammate, but I definitely want to pair up with Reese next season.
Interesting. Okay. So despite the dominant season he had with Dr. Bod, he would still rather pair with Reese. I mean, nothing
That's
wrong with
real
that.
friendship over there.
Yeah, I like it. I like the loyalty.
I mean, I just feel like we work good together, and hopefully he doesn't get disqualified again in the season opener, but
We will see if something like that can be arranged.
be nice.
All right.
Yeah, it would be
For now, what are your thoughts on next season? Are you looking forward to it?
I
or-
need to get my consistency straight. Like I need to get my qualifying times right as well, because I'm consistently 1.5, 2 seconds off of pole. And my race pace has been good. But I just also need to keep my nose clean in most races. Like that's where second half of the season I've improved because I've started to keep my nose clean. And first half I think I DNF'd like 3 races or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking about keeping your nose clean, you had an incident with Brian near the end. He was
Uh-oh.
quite upset
Yeah.
about it. What happened?
So he was falling behind his teammate, and I think what happened was he kind of like checked up behind him, and I was carrying a lot of speed through the corner. So it was unavoidable for me. Even if I braked when I saw him, it would have been too late.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your race, the rest of the whole season, and are looking forward to next season.
Thank
I
you.
am. I know the other guys are as well.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And Forza Ferrari.
Indeed. Thank you for having, thank you for being with us.
And for being a
And all the
consistent
spectators.
member.
Indeed.
Try my best.
Since what season was it when you joined?
I think
Season
season
three.
4. Oh, 3? Yeah.
Season 3, I think.
4.
And he's won
Because I was a reserve for
immediately.
Chris when it was a Zandvoort, I'm pretty sure. I came like P6 or something.
Yeah, because you started as a reserve
And then we won
too.
constructor.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Oh,
I
yes.
was with Williams, and then I reserved for Mercedes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you in
Yes, I
anyway.
remember. You helped win the championship then as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Silver,
Alright.
we appreciate having you. Thank you for being in the league as long as you have, participating in all these seasons, and we're excited to seeing you back for season 8.
I mean, thanks for creating this league. It's the best thing I've been a part of, so
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
have a good one, guys.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.
Take care.
See ya.
All right, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and the 3 of us will talk privately.
And with that, that season 7 comes to an end. Good night.
Peace. That was a beautiful season.
Yeah.
Beautiful season.
The
That was
stream is now finished. For safekeeping, I'm also going to